Today on iPad 365, we're going to show you how to build lists and put together project management stuff with a couple programs by Omni Group.
This episode is brought to you by GoToMyPC.
You're welcome to iPad 365, the show where we review an app a day to keep your iPad in play. It is Monday. We're back at Business Mondays, where, of course, we review business apps for the week. And we've got a couple great apps. We're going to do two today that you can use in your business. Of course, Mondays we have business apps, on Tuesdays we have games, on Wednesdays we have utilities, Thursdays is productivity, and of course Fridays, viewer choice, Saturdays wildcard, and Sundays being fun day. We do this every single day for the next 366 days, which is a lot of fun, and it's also a lot of work. I'm going to tell you that right now. Between the CES videos that I still have to finish, the Day in Tech History, which is another show that I do, which is a daily rundown of technology history over at dayintechhistory.com. And of course, iPad 365. I just, there's a lot of video, and I don't mind doing all this video and audio. It's what I do. It's how I live. So, of course, if you have any questions, feel free. You can Twitter me over at iPad365 or email iPad365show@gmail.com. Now today for Business Monday, we're going to look at two apps by the Omni Group. A couple weeks ago, I talked about a different application that the Omni Group put out. It's called OmniGraffle, which is a flow-style chart software. Since then, I've talked to the guys over at Omni Group, and they sent me two of their other programs to try out, OmniOutliner and OmniFocus. I've run them through their paces, and I want to show you what these products actually have to offer for you business-minded people with your iPads. Now, we're going to start with OmniOutliner. It's an app that helps you make outlines of whatever you need. Some people have used it to make meeting agenda notes. Others have mapped out their family trees with this software. So, yeah, it's versatile. With OmniOutliner, you can make simple to-do lists. Put in bullet points, merge two parts together, move around columns, or delete whole rows. You can add columns and kind of give it a bit of a spreadsheet feel. That way, if you wanted to make an agenda with a time limit on each section, you'd create another column. If you wanted a third column to complete checkbox or something like that, you can actually set that up. And you can have a full set of agenda notes right there at your disposal. You can attach images and links to really enhance your outlines so you can make them into presentations, or if they're meant for the web, you can actually put them out that way. You can import or export via iDisk, WebDAV, or email. OPML lists, HTML, or plain text, and even dynamic HTML they can export to. The app is only $19.99, of course, is in the store, and works for the iPad and Mac. So there's no PC version and there is no Android version at all. This is strictly Mac or iPad. Of course, we want to be more productive with our computers and our tablets and all our mobile devices. That's why we get a program like GoToMyPC. We connect up to the PC on our desktops, which we can leave at home. We can then go to use our tablets, connect up to those desktops. We can see the screens from anywhere we go, whether it be a coffee shop or a hotel room, or even the airport with 3G over your iPhone. It works in all iOS devices and in Android devices as well. So you're sure to hook up to your desktop as long as you have an internet connection and get to your desktop, get to the files, turn your computer into a personal cloud, use the internet at home so you don't have to buy another internet connection as you're doing major traveling, or save yourself all the hassle of going through airport security by not taking that big old laptop, so you have one less tote to pull into your mix when you're taking everything out of your pockets. It's a great program. I could go on and on about it, but I'm going to tell you something. You can get a 30-day free trial, 30 days for free, by going over to GoToMyPC.com. Click the Try It Free Now button, enter in the word podcast. The code podcast helps iPad 365 keep our lights on and keep going with this great software. So go over to GoToMyPC.com, click the Try It Free Now button, enter in the code podcast for a 30-day free trial, and work smarter with GoToMyPC. Now, the other application we're going to talk about today is called OmniFocus, and it's a task management application. It's basically focused to get things done. It's got a lot of great features, but the one I really like the most is that mapping option. You can actually assign a map point to a project. You put down a little pin and you can categorize it. You can say, this is where I go on every Monday. This is where I go every Tuesday. And so you can actually put a map point to a project, which is great. For example, I looked up my parents' house and I put down a pin called family. Then I could set up a project, times to visit mom and dad. And then I could set up times. I say, I got to do this every single week. So I put up that, and so I know that every single week I got to go visit mom and dad. And of course, I can set up alert times, and I can have push notifications go through, so they can always tell me, hey, time to go visit mom and dad. Why aren't you going to visit mom and dad? Go visit mom and dad. And of course, I can do this for regular business clients too. It's like, I haven't been over to this store. I've got 5 stores I have to go between as a salesperson. I haven't been to this store in a week. I better go visit them and find out what they need. You can even, it works on Mac or on the iPad or on the iPhone, and there's an iCloud service that they can merge all 3. So you can actually set your tasks via your Mac, and then grab your iPad, grab your iPhone, and then when you're on the go, you can check up OmniFocus, and you can get into that task list and find out where you need to go from there. OmniFocus, like I said, uses cloud solutions to build projects and tasks. So you can transfer the information back and forth, and of course, when you're done, you check it done, and then you move on from there. So it'd be great for even a secretary to actually enter in all your tasks, so you know where to go from one place to the other. OmniFocus is $39.99 in the App Store, and it's available right now. And that's the show for today. Do you use the Omni products? What do you think of them? What don't you think of them? The one thing that I noticed is there is no PC version. There's only Mac version or iPad version. So if you do have a PC, you're going to have to switch over to Mac to use it. I run in PC World on my Mac, so I had to switch over to play with all the features there back and forth. But let me know what you think. Twitter me at iPad365 or email at iPad365show@gmail.com. Tomorrow is Games Tuesday, and of course we're going to highlight a really fun little game for everybody to play. And we were going to do that, and of course we'll do that in 24 when it will be another episode of iPad 365. My name is Jeffrey Powers, and until then, take care.
You should follow Graphite on Twitter at GraphiteINC.